Welcome back, homies. Today we're doing something different. I want to show you what I have been making that has been coming from my soul. I just released a new EP on Valentine's Day a couple of weeks ago. And today I'm going to show you how to make melodic techno, like IO. I've been very inspired and listening to a lot of IO's posthumous album, which is very melodic and like so different from what he usually does. And it's really getting me super emotional, vibey, just in the mood to like navigate in different directions and then come back to my heavy music that I'm always making. This is some vibey music. I want to show you how I did it. I used the Avant Techno sample pack, which will be in the description if you guys want to get that sample pack to get some of these sounds. But ultimately, I'm just going to show you how I made everything and how the drop is arranged. Let's take a listen. If you like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is some of my favorite music right here. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, that is how we do it. This is how we get down. As you can see, there's a lot of chords in this. I'm gonna show you how I kind of thought of everything. The drop is just a simple kick, right? 4 to the floor. We're in 140, kind of minimal techno type stuff. That's just an Avant kick with some compressor, very minimal. When the drop starts, we have these chords playing, and these are basically the same chord progression that's in the intro. All these chords you see here are basically all the same chord progression, and then you'll see in some sections we have like little melodies hidden in the chord progression. So we'll add little variations in each instrument. We have pianos. We have like synths. As you can hear, everything's fading in with this auto filter. But the whole goal is like progression over time with auto filters. When we get to like breakdowns, we start to add new things like this melody. And this is like while it's starting to build up, you know. New. These vocals, as you can tell, are amazing. Yeah, like Ghost Hack vocal sample packs. Very clean vocals. Let's go to the chord progression. You can see this is the basis of everything. As soon as we have these chords, we'll be good to go to write the rest of the song. It makes it super easy. So these bass notes are the main like progression, and then these chords are the chords for these bass notes. So if this is an E, that means this is an E chord. This is a C, that would be a C chord. And then whenever you have the chords, you can invert them. So if you hold shift down or up, you can have inversions and test different combinations wherever you'd like. Chord progressions are simple, just 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4, 4 chords. If you see here, we're in E harmonic minor. Actually, we're not in D. This is interesting. I usually write in D, but in this song I was in E harmonic minor, so I was basically trying to test out a new key. If you see here, E is the root, so we start at 1 and then we go down. So this is 1, and then we go down to 7, and then this is the 6th chord. So it's 1, 6, 4, 5. So that's essentially the chord progression is 1, 6, 4, 5. Then this would be the 1 chord. So we have E, then we have this G, then we have a B. You see here we have the E, the B, and the G. And like I said earlier, the B doesn't have to be up here. It could be down here. And that's what I did earlier. You can basically move them however you want and find the best version of the chord using inversions. Very simple. And just make sure you remember like the root of it, because this is the bass line. This is what the sub is doing. If you check here at all the low frequencies, look at that. The 1, the 6, the 4, and the 5. So I would just copy that MIDI information from those chords to the bass. And then now we start making the low frequencies. Remember, all these melodies are going to be low cut. We're going to be compressing all of them together. And then we have the low frequencies that'll be separate. So we have a sub, sine wave. We have Reese. We have like a different omnisphere bass patch. This has like some reverb. This is adding more depth and body to the low end. So this is the full low end all coming together. And then since these are playing the same notes as this, these will literally fit perfect with the piano. Cool. So then you start to add other layers like choir. Really just adding the human voice, a lot of emotion, a lot of energy and intensity. So these are the harmony. This is like the harmony, right? We have simple melody being playing like with these little notes you hear up here. But then we also have this Avant ARP playing. It's really going fast, keeping it fast energy and complementing these E chords, because this is an E minor, this ARP. So every note will be complementing these E chords as well. Because I just put it down in the background, so it's like hiding behind all the other sounds. So then those are all the soft sounds that I showed you. And then as we start to progress towards the build up and the drop, we start to introduce higher energy, heavier sounds like super saws. These are also slowly progressing with the auto filter, like right here. By the time we're at the breakdown, it starts to feel more open. You see here, I just kind of go down and up to add movement. Simple claps to just build it up. Some Avant claps. We have these Avant loops. This is really important, right? This simple hi-hats to keep things fast and moving in the back. And then, of course, like your open hats. So I'll chop up these top loops because I don't want it to be this the whole time. So I'll like just chop it up and like kind of sprinkle in the fast rhythms as we progress through. Then I'll layer it. I'll layer this with another little open hat. It's just keeping it moving. So everything makes sense and flows because the chord progressions are just cute. It's just looping back and forth, right? We start at home, we do another one, and another chord, and then we go back home. And that just keeps happening over and over. And we're progressing using auto filter and different instruments to add energy and intensity. When we get to the drop, that's when we have louder, crazier sounds like a saw, some strings that start to come in. We have a guitar. This is adding a lot of nice timbres, nice tones. Lots of emotion with this guitar. So is the strings. We have this saw that comes in later on. This is actually used, I used the arpeggiator on this. This is a Rhodes actually. We use this arp. Just like add some movement rhythm. Get here. Super cool. This is the OG Rhodes. Soft, nice, luscious Rhodes chords. So you see I'm like balancing the energy, not to make it too hard, but not to make it soft like the intro. Really finding a perfect balance to make it feel minimal. Then we have this like little simple little bass to just on the offbeat. And you hear it's just kick only. Then we bring the hat. When it's kick only, it just sounds like you can hear this space. It's almost empty. It was so crazy. We slowly bring in the drums over time. Filtered one, main one. You'll see the saw auto panning this, making it go fast. Changing the rhythms, we're automating the rhythms. That melody back. Then break it down again. And this is essentially the intro. It all comes together and all makes sense. This music is so fun and honestly a lot easier than making crazy dubstep. So whenever you're just having writer's block or feeling down and want to release some emotions, write some chords, let the vibes roll through. I hope you guys like this. Thank you so much for watching. This song is in the description. I hope you enjoy it. It's out now on Spotify, SoundCloud, everything you can imagine. Once again, you guys are sick. Peace out. Hey town. Stay fresh. Later.